cars on flatbeds. Hey, this is recession, selling that crack dead. Niggas selling suicide one bionic glue, and got Superman powers when I'm stressed new. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. Yeah. John Dillinger shit. Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. Yeah. John Dillinger shit. Niggas in the hood wanna see my cars on flatbeds. Hey, this is recession, selling that crack dead. Niggas selling suicide one bionic glue, and got Superman powers when I'm stressed new. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga. Greetings. Thank y'all for tuning in. Grand evening. Thank y'all for tuning in to this brand new episode of the Front Line Blacc News, Season 3, Episode 25, Part 1 of the Front Line Blacc News. I'm your host, Chay Nkrumah. Lady Chay is also with us as well. I'm turn the screen so y'all can see her.
Oh, that's good. They can see that. Carry on.
Okay, and on tonight's show, first of all, we are simulcasting on multiple platforms, YouTube, Facebook. We are also simulcasting with the Arena Uncensored, Black Sun, MD, and Blacks in Politics. So appreciate the viewers from those channels as well. And on tonight's show, we were discussing several things. The first thing is tangibles. We're not letting up on them tangibles, Black family. This is the year and a decade of tangibles. We're demanding something tangible for our vote. So any politician that's seeking your vote, black, white, red, yellow, polka dot, pink stripe, we don't give a damn. They're not producing tangibles for us. They're not getting our vote, period. So we're going to be discussing tangibles 2023 to tangibles 2024, really all the way up to 2100. And then the next topic is going to be President of the United States, y'all president, because y'all voted for him. I didn't vote for that senile, Sleepy Joe individual. Jim Crow Biden allows damn near 50,000, or excuse me, more than that, 500,000
Venezuelan, they keep calling them migrants, but they're really illegal immigrants,
Right.
temporary stay and legal status if they arrived here in the United States prior to July 31st, 2023. So the invasion is in full effect, Black family. So definitely keep your heads on a swivel. Every day I step out of my apartment building, I see nothing but illegal immigrants everywhere in the city of Denver. So we're going to be discussing that. Then we got a Black teenager expelled in Texas school for ethnic hairstyle, i.e. locks. Need for Crown Act in Texas. We have one in Colorado. And now update on that is his family is now suing the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott. So we're going to be discussing that. And then about 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago now, Elijah McClain was killed by APD and paramedics and people that were supposed to be there to help him, but they ended up killing him. And we had several protests around it here in Denver and in Aurora, because it happened in Aurora, Colorado. And finally, after 4 years, the killers, the ones that have been charged, because not all of them were charged, but the ones that were charged, the two former police officers, APD officers, are now finally going to trial in Adams County. So we'll be discussing that. I didn't put ozone in the description, but we can. I'll probably say that for part 2, which would be tomorrow. Ozone, Otto Wallace verdict in Florida. The Gullah Geechie land under siege in South Carolina. The update, we have brought this up on a previous episode, that these developers, these white developers, are trying to buy Gullah Geechie, which is basically foundational Black Americans, descendants of American chattel slavery land in South Carolina, and drive them off the land. So we're going to definitely discuss that. Then we gotta define what is woke, because still people are still clueless about what the hell woke is. Those of us in the Black conscious community, we know exactly what woke is. But for those that's been sleeping under a rock or just eating Fox News propaganda and DeSantis propaganda, they have no idea what the hell woke is. So we're going to define that and what it is and what it's not. And then, I forgot a topic. The Democrats are back to their fear-mongering tactics to keep us on the Democratic plantation. You Jeff Farce and you Roly-Poly Martins and you Candace Owens. Oh, not even Candace Owens because she's a Republican. But you damn Joy Reeds, Joyless Reeds, and all you other Democratic shills, it's not going to work. You got a lot of Black people with that bullshit in 2020. It's not going to happen in 2024. So we're going to be discussing that. And then last but certainly not least, we got our Unhoused Neighbor News and our Unhoused Neighbor Sweeps. So this is going to be weird because I'm going to have to share on both. But while I'm pulling this up, greetings to our West Coast correspondent, Shabaka Sankori, who is joining us from the Sin City of Las Vegas. How are things going in the Sin City? Shabaka? He must be on a phone call or something. Shabaka, you're muted.
Oh, okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Sin City is Sin City. And then also, too, Brother Paris, I want to put another subject on tonight's show if we can. We're going to be discussing it on Tuesday about how they're going to allow these transgenders to be cheerleaders for the National Football League.
Well, we'll put that on part 2, Shabaka, because we already got a full load for part 1.
Okay. That's cool. Okay, so moving right along, Sleepy Joe has had it again, man, with his old shenanigans and what have you, as you know. Cop Molly, is no better. And we're definitely stressing to our audience out there, man, when it comes election time next year, man, vote, for something that you're going to get a return on your vote. And tangibles 2024 all the way up to tangibles 2100. Okay, it's because they let 500,000 more of these motherfuckers come in here. Quite naturally, of course, they're going to deplete resources, from the general economy. They're going to blame it on us. And notice, people, that more immigrants that they have coming here, the more that they crumb bomb on black men being shiftless and lazy. Now, there's a definite correlation right there. What the correlation is being is that as more as these motherfuckers come in here, that's less job opportunities for black men anyway. So once again, the deck is stacked against us again. You see what I'm saying? Black families, mainly the males in particular, they're going to do more to shatter the black family unit.
Well, this is the Democratic Party, Shabaka.
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely.
The Democratic Party is to blame for this madness. I don't even blame I don't blame the illegal immigrants per se. I blame the goddamn politricians that allowed this shit and have been allowing this shit and continue to allow it. And then we got these goddamn Democratic shills like Jeff Fart and others that keep trying to keep us on this goddamn Democratic plantation. To hell with the Democrats.
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And also, too, it's looking like you would think, Brother Paris, that if you had some righteous third-party candidates, with the Black First agenda to pull away from these reptilians and these damn Democrats. You see what I mean? But that's too much like, right?
Also, too, something's up with your sound. Are you on the headset or?
Yeah, I'm on the headset. Why is it distorted?
Yeah, it's like crackling.
No, man. Okay, all right. Let me try to get the YouTube activated. All right, please continue until I get the YouTube activated.
Okay. So I'm gonna get us started. Thank you, Shabaka, for the introduction. So this is the year and the decade of tangibles, black families. So continue to demand something tangible for your vote. So back in 2020, our good FBA brother Tariq Nasheed came up with the hashtag tangibles2020, and in it he was detailing everything that we, as foundational Black Americans, descendants of American chattel slavery, the people that built this country, are going to demand from the two-party system, both the Democrats and the Republicans, or the reptilians. So nothing's changed except the year. Everything else remains the same. So there we go. Tangibles 2020. So I'm going to change 2020 to 2024 because that's when the next presidential election is. The 2024 presidential elections are coming up, and foundational Black Americans are going to reject the 50-year-old malign neglect policy that has been implemented by the political system. This, I got to do it on the other end. Sorry. I'm on two different StreamYards, so I got to share on both ends. Shout out to the viewers on the Arena Sister. Okay, now it should work.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if they can see it on the Arena Sister, but yes.
Okay, first now.
Yes, we can hear you.
2020. Okay,
yeah, so
2020 presidential.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read it now. So the 2024 presidential elections are coming up, and foundational Black Americans are going to reject the 50-year-old malign neglect. It's more like belligerent and purposeful neglect policy, but our great elder, Dr. Claude Anderson, calls it malign neglect, and it's been in effect since the Nixon administration. And basically, this malign neglect policy mandates that Black Americans should be ignored and only mentioned in vague and non-specific terms, lumping foundational Black Americans into groups with minorities, immigrants, people of color, etc., has only hindered the progress of Black Americans as a group while providing tangible benefits for other groups. In this election cycle, Black Americans are going to insist, meaning in the 2024 election cycle, Black Americans are going to insist that our needs are simply met by politicians who are seeking our votes. Foundational Black Americans want tangible benefits, specifically for us. We do not want trickle-down, secondary benefits that are provided for every group. Every group has not been systematically marginalized and disenfranchised in every area of society as foundational Black Americans. So we refuse to be lumped in with groups so often assist in the exploitation and disenfranchisement of Black Americans. So politicians must offer tangibles, specifically the foundational Black Americans, or we simply will not vote for them. Be sure to spread this message far and wide on social media using the hashtag Tangibles2020. And since it's 2023, it's Tangibles 2023. And next year, when the next presidential election is in 2024, it'll be Tangibles 2024. All the way up to 2100, Black family. Continue to demand something tangible for your vote. Don't let up. Consistency is what these people cannot stand or tolerate or are prepared for. So we have to be consistent, Black family. Us here at Frontline Campaign, Frontline Blacc News, the Revolutionary Agenda, and Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced have been consistently pushing tangibles for the past going on 5 years since Mile High News. So,
Yep.
And now 5 years later, our people are starting to finally catch on and realize, we can't just keep giving our vote away. We can't just keep voting just to be voting, just to have something to do, or it's part of tradition. No, if we're going to vote because we have a tangible reason to vote. And all the fear mongering in the world is not going to change that. You Democratic shills. And y'all know exactly who I'm talking to, especially those of you that are supposed to be our media representation here in Denver, Colorado, and you're anything but for us. But yeah, you have the audacity to have a stay Black license plate, and you don't even identify as Black. So how the hell are you going to stay Black and you don't even identify as Black? Make that make sense, Jeff Farts. And your whole free think coon zone. Ain't nothing free thinking about that. It's a bunch of group think hypocrisy is what it is. But that's what passes us media in 2023 here in Denver, Colorado. So we are definitely at war with these raccoons, these sellouts, these bootlets, these fakers, frauds, and phonies, as Professor Black Truth calls them. And y'all not gonna fearmonger us like y'all did in 2020, talking about anybody but Trump. And we just got to get Trump out, and we just can't have 4 more years of Trump. Y'all must have gotten deadly, silently quiet. Did you get Biden remorse? Did you realize that you got your vote taken for granted once again? After this senile bastard said that he was gonna have our back like we had his, and when all hope was lost, the Black community came up and stood for him, and he was gonna have our back like we had his. Yeah, he had our back, all right. He turned his back to us and made us kiss his ass. And you Democrats, now y'all got Biden's remorse, just like you Democrats here in Denver. Now y'all got Johnston remorse. But we're gonna get the last laugh over here, and we're gonna continue to tell you, we told you so, and you have egg all over your face, and y'all gonna continue to be exposed as the Democratic shills that you are, you roly-poly Martins, you joyless Reeds, you Jeff Farts, and the list goes on and on and on, that keep caping for the goddamn Democrats, keep putting party over your race. The party don't give a damn about your race. None of these goddamn parties give a damn about the Black race. They're not gonna do nothing specifically for the Black race. So y'all can stop with the bullshit with this. Oh, well, you can't vote for Trump. Why the hell can't we?
Yeah, we see it. There's an old saying, man, from South Central LA, man, never apologize for how you honestly feel.
Now, and then this ignorant son of a bitch, I gotta get this part out, Shabaka. This bastard had
Yes, sir.
the audacity to say if you ain't black, if you got to decide whether you want to vote for me or if you got to decide to vote for me or Donald Trump, you ain't
Okay.
black. You're not gonna try to tell us what black is because you're not black and you never been black. And you descend from slave holders, Jim Crow Biden.
Exactly.
So you stupid, ignorant Democratic shields that kept telling us, well, you know, Trump's racist and Trump is this and Trump is that. One thing Trump is not a descendant of slave holders. But you know who is? Jim Crow Biden.
Oh yeah.
You know who else is? Old Sambo.
Okay. Right. But old Sambo, his ass would have been up there on the auction block if slavery was the law of the land.
Yeah, but either way, Shabaka, he descends from slave owners. But they kept telling us that you got to choose the lesser of two evils. And, you know, Biden isn't that bad. Mr. Three Strikes, Mr. Lock him up and throw away the key, Mr. Super Predators with Hillary Clinton and all that. Y'all keep trying to convince us that the Democrats are our friends. They've never been our friends. We have no goddamn friends, black family. I don't know how much more you have to see that to realize we have no goddamn friends. Our great elder scholar teacher, John Henry Clark, taught us we have no friends. But y'all keep looking for friends. So we need allies. We have no goddamn allies. We have no friends. If you want a friend, look in the goddamn mirror. You want a savior? Look in the goddamn mirror. The hell up, black family. Enough is enough of this shit. Thoughts, Shabaka, what are your thoughts on Tangibles 2023 to Tangibles 2024?
Oh, absolutely, man. Tangibles all the way up there, as you said, to 2100. No, to 20. To 2100. And what it is too is that we got to get our educational systems more intact, and we got to make our own educational systems exclusively for us. Because I went on there, man, on that other podcast that I told you about earlier, a couple hours ago, and our old good friend Bianchi was on there, and I had to go tell Bianchi to go fuck himself again.
Hey, peace to the deacon of reality, yeah. You know, I'm not fully on board with the Trump 2024 yet, but I'm definitely not on no Biden 2024. That's for damn sure.
Damn sure, exactly. Trump's ass belongs in jail. He needs to be thrown right under the fucking jail. Okay, take away his Secret Service protection, but you probably would need an act of Congress of that. Okay, it's because of this dude. You know, he's a former president. You know, like our boy Sarge. Who endorses, and Sarge is a diehard Trump fan, but Sarge is Sarge, and what happened, but hiding Biden is dangerous. Now, the difference between hiding Biden and Trump is Trump is telling you what he is. He's telling you he's a snake. He's telling you he's a rat. He's telling you he's a no good, dirty, low down, dirty motherfucker. Okay. But old Biden's coming to you with that slick shit, propping up Kamala Harris. You know, oh yeah, vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, that was perhaps one of the most worst attorney generals and U.S. senator that the state of California has ever had.
Oh, thank you, Deacon.
That's why I'm so, and that's why I'm so glad that I moved away from there, and I am wearing an NFL hat right here. You know what I'm saying? And the Super Bowl 50 where the Panthers played, you know, the Pony Express.
No, the Broncos, goddammit. Put some respect on it.
Okay, no, the respect was is that the Panthers were supposed to win Super Bowl 50 because they played 50 miles away from Oakland. It was the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party. The quarterback was Newton, and his number was 1. Okay, so therefore, you know, as far as I'm concerned, the Panthers won that game.
Even though the scoreboard didn't reflect that, Shabaka.
Yeah, and then, you know, so they can give old Peyton Manning's ass finally a ring with his broke, battered, no quarterback in the ass.
Well, he had a broken neck, Shabaka. He came back from neck surgery, and they said, okay, here you go.
Man. Yeah. And then I don't understand how Cam Newton is gonna sit up there and fumble the ball. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He plays.
So that
And he
was
just
Cam
stands
Newton's
there.
fault. He fumbled. If you fumble in
Yeah,
football
you see.
and the other team takes the ball all the way, that's on you.
Man, and then the cold part about it is up there, man, 50 miles away from Panther Town, the 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party, too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and speaking of that,
man.
Epic trauma.
Bacch's Black Experience Enhanced is based off of that.
Yes, sir, more indefinitely, and that's why we were upset about that.
You're just upset because you don't like the Broncos, period.
He's
Just,
just
that's
upset
it.
'cause he had to talk to
Man, the Pony Express, man, the dudes need to go riding up there on the Pony Express to Montana in the heart of winter, man.
That's really why he's upset.
Express, man,
He's upset,
you know what I'm
Chewbacca.
saying?
Chewbacca.
No, but don't worry, we got the last game.
Chewbacca,
to
you
play,
see what's
guys,
behind me,
man.
right? You see exactly what's behind me. And you see what I got on.
Hey,
Chewbacca.
man,
Yeah, you're just
man,
really upset because you had to talk to Sarge on Friday
Oh
and
my
listen to
God.
that bullshit. And then you had to talk to your uncle.
God.
That's really what it is. It's just enough's enough.
Yeah, and then to make matters worse,
So Chewbacca, are you gonna stop being a Raiders fan if they get transgender cheerleaders?
Sir, I have no choice. This is very, very disappointing. This is very, very disappointing, man, and I'm highly upset behind that because
well, you know where they issued that out at, right? The Carolina Panthers.
See, now that's an insult to the memory of the Black Panther Party.
He's like, just stop
Straight
it.
insult.
Whose side are you on, cuz?
But go ahead, Lady Tay. What are your thoughts on tangibles?
I was like, I wish Chewbacca on this. Like, yeah, you gotta force his head. Like, I'm believing that fucking weird shit right there. And then you got a fucking man. It's one thing to be a male cheerleader in itself. It's another thing to be pretending to be a woman in cheerlead. There's some other weird shit that they got going on. But why? Like, this fictitious fucking creatures. You know what I mean? Like, the fictitious creatures in the NFL, it's already propaganda. It's already exploitation.
Totally.
It's already fucked up. They force his head.
Yeah, totally. Totally. And then also
tangibles, Lady Tay.
Oh, okay. That was the last thing. Hey, tangibles. Yeah, I think Jesse pretty much summed it up because he was on a tirade. But I'll also say this. Look, we have to keep applying this pressure and not to get discouraged, but just remember the ones that stand against us, you're getting left behind.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no coming back from that. I also recommend that as we take this time out to watch both systems implode and then commit what I like to call political suicide with allowing this shit, let's go on vacation, Black family. I feel like we deserve one. I mean, they kind of made their decisions, so we kind of got a free pass to go explore other countries, and wherever they're fleeing from, we can just go in and out, just creep in and out. I mean, they're already kind of like, they're not talking to us. I mean, we don't really want to talk to them unless they're giving us, reparations, crime bills, anything actual tangible needs. So, I mean, they probably won't even miss us. They can just creep in and out.
Oh, they definitely gonna miss us.
Yeah, they're gonna miss us. But look. Once you figure out that they fucked themselves again, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's too late. Where are all the Black people? On vacation.
Exactly.
Where is our base?
We're on vacation.
And then also, too, if I may just add in here.
The job, we're just on vacation. Every job has a vacation. We haven't took one in 400 years. Don't you think it's time to take a 4-year vacation?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Our Black Holocaust been going on. We took no vacation time. We've been going hard in the pay that war.
Exactly.
We need a vacation.
Exactly.
They get one. Why can't we have one?
So reparations is part of our paid vacation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They been keeping our vacation money, cuz. Like, they like, fuck you, your vacation, your watch stream feeds, fucking wealth, any of that
shit. They've been giving it to everybody but us.
We understand you gave it to us in the first place, but we're going to keep it and hoard it for ourselves and keep you a fucking kidnapped hostage as just because. You're our prisoner. emphasis slave. So yeah, you don't think we deserve after 400 years? You don't think we deserve a vacation at least 4-year minimum to go, go on vacation? We're in America. They fucked up by letting us be here. Born for the soil. We gave a green card, or not green card, fucking whatever it is, visa, whatever it is, passport. Dude, and you can literally get it in 8 days. 8 days, we could be out of here. Toodles.
Yeah, it's taking longer than 8 days.
No, bro, I looked into it. It's like 8 days now.
Last time I heard about it, it was backlogged.
26.
Trust me. They want them motherfuckers coming in. They ain't even gonna they're gonna look twice at us, letting us out. You hear me? Deport us back to
these laws that they importing in here can't fucking vote.
Hey,
they need us more than we need them.
Just believe. Let them figure it out, Jesse. We've been figuring it out. We gave them everything to continue to fucking oppress us. All this shit they're holding on to, all this alleged power, just remember, it's black people that gave it to them. Now we gotta get it back. Are we getting it back? Fuck it. Do we want? I don't know. We're on vacation.
Well,
I'm on vacation.
That's one of the things that we're going to talk about on Shabak's Black Experience Enhanced on Tuesday, September 26th. The name of that episode.
That's the thing about Foundation of Black Americans. We didn't flee. We stuck and stayed. And we're the only people that have.
Vacation isn't fleeing, cuz. Vacation is not fleeing.
Cuz that is fleeing.
No, it isn't.
It's temporary
fleeing. Is how they left.
It's not permanent fleeing.
No. Motherfuckers go on vacation all the time. My dad worked a regular job. He went on vacation.
Yeah, they give you sick leave. They give you vacation leave. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I understand that.
So in 400 years of you doing your job, that means you're not required. You're not allowed a vacation or a break at all. Like we don't get the privilege of going on a cruise like everybody else does.
We get the privilege of doing all of that, just like we can celebrate and parlay and all that other shit.
What is the point of sitting
the
out
system of racism and white supremacy, the global system, because there's nowhere on this globe that we're gonna go where we not have to deal with this shit.
I get it, but
so
what's the point of
when that is defeated?
What is the point of
in place with a system of justice, and then we can do all of that and then some.
Right, well,
we get our reparations. We can do all of that and then some.
Babysit them. I'm
but either way,
I'm thinking about vacation.
Foundation of Black Americans, we don't flee. We stick and stay. We're the only people that have not fought against this country.
How can you flee your country when you're from the soil? Like you can't flee your country.
The people that they're bringing over here are fleeing their country.
Yeah, their country. We're from the United States. It's a whole different thing over here. It's a whole different thing over here, Jesse. Look at it from our perspective. Right? We're fucking it all up with the Biden administration. But we're from the United States.
I don't know how it's a whole different thing.
Because we're from the United States.
Still racist.
They have to build onto us.
It's a racist white supremacist country.
They're the ones tethered to us, right? Think about it. They got embassies and shit in every country tethered to us.
Because America wants to have their business and everybody else's shit.
Right, but think about it like this. We're allowed to go and visit other places.
Yeah, we can go
visit. We can go on vacation. I'm not leaving for fucking ever.
Okay, so when you go on vacation, because you're spending money in these other countries, right?
Jesse, we've been existing for 3 years without really spending any money and not having money.
Well, we haven't been on vacation.
But you say acting like
vacations cost money.
I'm going on vacation because
me haven't been on vacations because
and they cost money. I'm leaving.
They're not cheap.
I'm not fleeing because I'm not free. I'm from California. We don't flee, but we are allowed to leave and go on fucking tours and shit. Majority of
the people in California fled from somewhere else.
You're an asshole. I think you just I really see that. You stay here, babysit the crew of the fucking immigrants. You're off the list. That's it. Jesse can't come. Jesse fucked up. He can't come. You gotta stay over here and babysit.
First of all, we gotta get a passport. Like
you can't come. You messed up.
All this sounds good, but
you can't. Hey, did they
we don't
passports?
Have the shit.
They came over here. We can walk over there.
You really think we're gonna walk over there?
No, Jesse, you really just use your imagination, right? 400 years of fucking whatever.
You think that them other countries would allow what America is allowing
Jesse,
over here?
Why do I gotta go over there to be a tyrant when I just need a break. You know what I mean? I'm not going over there to fucking terrorize the country. I'm going over there to enjoy the country. Hey, I'm sorry you fucked up your shit, but I ain't come here to fuck it up. I came here to just maybe, fence it up, build some shit around it, but it's fine. I'm over here. I got a vacation spot. It's like having a timeshare. It's your imagination.
Pay for a timeshare.
No, I'm saying.
God.
We don't need no money because we're black. We can build anything from anything. Nothing to nothing. Nothing to something. Where's your fucking critical thinking?
We built the world.
Man, how many empires started with nothing and ended up like this?
Ow.
Jesus.
Okay.
That's it. You're off the list. You can't come on.
See, this is what happens.
I'm sorry, Black family. I'm just thinking logical. Like there's nothing. There's no logic in this.
He's using a straight narrow. The right side of fucking.
There's no logic in this.
I can't say the word because it's a bad word.
There's nothing logical about this.
No, because you don't use your imagination.
Because there's no logic. There's no logic in that. Like
yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
How do you think all these empires and shit started? How do you think it's happened? How do you think Greenwood and all that shit happened?
Separation,
seriously, yes,
segregation.
Yes. And what happened? Right? With little bit of money, when they stood for here, if that, they created all this business, all these wealths, all this shit. Then they came and fucking destroyed it. Then what happened? We built it all up again. Then they come and destroy it. Then we build it up again. Then they come and destroy it. Come on, cuz. This has happened for over 400 years. You don't think it's time for a vacation? Okay,
but it's an American tradition, though, Lady Chuck.
You stay there, babysit the coons and the immigrants. I'm going on vacation. Ta-ta for now.
I don't know how you're going on vacation with no passport, but okay.
It only takes 8 days.
Okay.
Real shit.
Okay, but what it is, though, is that we built this damn country, number one, off our sweat, blood, and the brutalization.
So you deserve a
that
vacation.
individuals like Joe Gibson, punk-ass Bianchi, other brain dead motherfucker they had on that other show this evening, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, oh, man, we're all Americans, the Constitution, man, you can take that U.S. Constitution and wipe your ass with it, man, when it comes to black people's rights. You see what I mean? Because we don't have no rights right here. See, we were brought here as commodities, you know, on the auction block. Listen to that song called Bitter Men by Oscar Brown Jr. That tells the whole story. He made that song less than 100 years after slavery had ended, I think, which was 1865, supposedly. And Oscar Brown Jr. made that song, I believe, in the year 1960. So the American ethos, and then the American ethos, you know, is about killing us, having us destroy ourselves, okay? And I would debate with any ass scratches, gossip bosses, coons, you know, Pianki types, what have you, you know. Now, Sarge, well, he's a whole different story. So you got to be read up on some books with Sarge. And also, too, I just want to show the people out here. See, this is what I read right here. X-Men. Okay. Let's see here.
We got Dinkin cracking up.
Okay, and then this right here.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Deacon. Like, all this sounds good, but we still got to deal with these mugs.
Use your imagination. You can go ahead and keep thinking like
that.
And
also, too,
the motherfucker will take action, use their imagination, and be free as a motherfucking bird. I don't catch me now. I'm not on the plantation. I'm off of it. So when you use your imagination, then let me know. Shit. Let me know how it works for you while you stay here. I'm going on vacation. I officially been on vacation for a week.
So we do some studying. Okay. And then also, too, you see, and this is where, in this book right here, I discovered some sad news. The pyramids and Sphinx. Okay. Now, in this book right here, Brother Chad, that's where I discovered the sad news that Bianchi and Shabaka brothers, man, in ancient Kemet.
The pyramids and the Sphinx. Who is that by, Shabaka?
Yes. Okay, this here is, I believe, this is by Desmond Stewart, Egypt under the pharaohs. Okay. And you see, you know, we have, you know, illustrations in it like this right here. You see where they tell the stories and hieroglyphics. Also, too, you know, the artwork, You see what I mean? And then you got other illustrations in here, as well. So here's your POTUS Blacc experience and Front Line Blacc news, and Front Line Blacc news right here. So we're very well educated. We know what we're talking about. We got research right here. Now look at this here, people. You see the details in that stonework right there in this photograph. You see?
Yeah.
Yes.
See the details right there. So how are these fuck boys, who came from what's that place? Greece, I think. Yeah, where they talking about that they did all this creation when they went down there and plagiarized, you see. And then of course, they were all about taking little boys with them with their child molesting pedophile asses, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's their culture.
Yes, sir. And then, of course, our women, gave the world
speaking of
the
which,
concept.
see Buck Breaking. If you have not seen Buck Breaking, awesome documentary.
Okay.
Y'all should definitely watch it. You can check it out on FBAstream.com, along with all the other documentaries that you should be watching. All the hidden colors, all the hidden histories of Haiti.
Okay, so we're putting in a search
story
bar
of the Maroons.
Buck Breaking. Yeah, Buck Breaking. Okay. Buck Breaking the movie, Tariq Nasheed, okay. And Buck Breaking, the worst form of punishment and gangsters is the slaves. Now here you go. All right. For our viewers out there, okay, hopefully you guys can still see. Did you know white slave owners raped and enslaved African males? Yeah. The quest by white slave owners to dominate Africans was so dire that they devised buck breaking to break and the intimidated and strong enslaved African males they have taken delivery of. Okay. While homophobia cannot be countenanced in a civil society, the opposition to same-sex union must nonetheless be viewed beyond the lens of
First
morality.
of all, that's a made-up goddamn word. They just be making words up like, oh my God, that's a fucking made-up word. They, like you said, Sabaka, they heterophobic. Like,
oh yes, sir. And then in Jamaica, as well as in other Caribbean states, the opposition to gay sex is in part due to the distasteful
yeah, because if you recall, that's where they had them seasoning plantations, and they said that's where you go to buck your slaves. You send them down to Jamaica, and they had a process called buck breaking, where they would sodomize the black male, the biggest black male on the plantation, in front of his wife, his children, and the whole plantation.
Yes, sir.
And it's still going on today in 2023.
Yes, sir. And then also, too, I'm trying to pull this article up here, brother Jay. And how would I go about to do this here? Because I got the article.
We don't. Okay. We're kind of pressed for time, Shabaka, because we still got a whole lot of other topics to get to. But to the viewers, go to www.fbastream.com, and you can watch all of these documentaries. I don't want to say for free, but there is a trial. You can get like a 3-day free trial, and then after that, you can start paying. You can pay for the subscription, and you can watch all the documentaries whenever you feel like it. But we used to screen these documentaries here in Denver, at the old theater on 5 Points, the Crossroads, and then they came in and cut the screen down. So obviously somebody didn't want our people to get this information. So they always gone out of their way to keep information out from us and allowing us to read and write. We're the only people that have whole laws passed to keep us from reading and writing, made it illegal for us to read and write. And in 2023, a lot of people still can't read and write. And that's just a damn shame, especially in the age of information.
Yes, sir.
So I got to get on the Sleepy Joe, or we're gonna be here all night.
Oh yeah.
So y'all president, Sleepy Joe, Jim Crow Biden that y'all voted for, is now wants to give almost 500,000 Venezuelan migrants, illegal immigrants, temporary stay and legal status if they arrive here in the United States prior to July 31st. So I'm going to pull this up.
Okay, so what this clown is doing, man, he's up here campaigning.
Well, what he's trying to do, and the Democrats as a whole, as our brother Tariq Nasheed and several others in the New Black media, and of course our great brother Dr. Claude Anderson, said that these are going to be buffer classes, and what they're doing, they're bringing in these buffer classes to stand in the way of us and the racist white supremacists.
Right.
So when we go to war, or when we start waging back, rather, because we've been in war for 400 or 500 years, we have to go through these illegal immigrants to get to master. And we got to go through the coons.
Right, the ass scratchers and the yassa bosses,
So I'm trying to share it. Okay, there we go. I got my share screen going now. Okay. There's my cue. There's cue.
Oh yeah, whoa.
But if y'all haven't subscribed to Lisa Cabrera, y'all definitely should. If you haven't liked and subscribed, So, U.S. extends temporary residence and work permits to nearly 500,000 Venezuelan illegals. Prepare yourselves for it, Black family. So, that bastard Peyton Gendron that shot up the Tops grocery store in Buffalo, New York last year, had a whole manifesto talking about the replacement theory and how he was saying that Black people are going to replace white people. But really, these illegal immigrants they're bringing them over here. Like, this is systematically being done, Black families. This is government assisted replacement. And what they're doing is they're trying to undermine the Black vote by doing this, because they see that we're very serious about our tangibles, and we're not gonna let up. We're gonna be consistently on them like flies on stink all the way up to 2100. So to try to circumvent that, they think they're gonna give these illegal immigrants temporary stay and work permits, and depending on where they're at, the right to vote. Now they've been talking about this for a number of years now, since Biden became president, that they've been trying to make it where these illegal immigrants can vote in like cities like New York, states like New York, and they're not citizens. So out of nowhere, at the drop of a pen, right? Because they keep telling us we can't do this for you, we can't do this for you. They can do whatever they want to do. They don't want to do it. Without the stroke of the pen, Biden just made it where almost 5,000 illegal immigrants are now temporarily legal. So
now, and the cold part about it is, if they're going to do that to allow illegal immigrants to vote, then you might as well go on and let jail inmates vote too.
Well, in states like Colorado, jail inmates can vote.
Okay, in California they can't. You see?
So
California you can't.
This bastard here, right, keep telling us all the stuff he can't do for us, and the Congressional Black Caucus keep talking about what they can't do. But out of nowhere, they just made it where these Muslims can have temporary residence and work permits. Now, depending on whatever state or city that they're in, there's requirements for residency. So the way he's trying to plan this out is by in most states and locales, based off the charters, you have to live in that city or that locale for a minimum of 1 year.
Okay.
Before you are able to vote in an election. So they think they slick. They think they're gonna try to undermine the black vote, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's gonna backfire on them, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why it's gonna backfire on them. Because historically speaking, a lot of these migrants, illegal immigrants, undocumented workers, whatever they want to call them, they're really illegal immigrants. So because they're breaking the law, they're not going through the proper channels to become a legalized, naturalized citizen. So they're illegal. So a lot of them, once they get on their feet, Shabaka, they don't vote Democrat. Can you guess what they vote?
What's that?
Republican.
Yeah, don't be surprised about that. Then also, too, they're going to have programs to get them started in their own businesses.
They all get handouts. Everybody get a handout but us, Shabaka. And these are the same people that keep telling us to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps, and we just need to work hard.
And we don't deserve reparations. You see, it's that same bullshit, man, that they're putting on this land ever since the fucking plantation system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm gonna play this video, Shabaka. So shout out to Lisa Cabrera. She's gonna give us an update on what's happening with these legal immigration, hiding by and allowing almost 500,000 Venezuelans temporary residence and work permits.
Coming south of the border are from Venezuela. And the U.S. has already given them big bags of goodies. So the U.S. offers temporary residence and work permits to nearly 500,000 Venezuelans. The U.S. government announced Wednesday that it will allow 472,000 Venezuelans to remain in the U.S. and work legally for the next 18 months due to growing instability and unsafe conditions in the South American nation. Joe Biden's administration extended and redesignated the temporary protected status for Venezuelans who were in the U.S. before July 31st, 2023. Granting them temporary protection from deportation as well as access to work permits, the Department of Homeland Security said in a statement. Homeland Security Secretary made the decision based on Venezuela's increased instability and lack of safety. There are about 242,700 Venezuelan beneficiaries right now that are getting this temporary permanent residency and also work permits. So they're going to let these people stay, y'all. If they're giving them temporary residency, they're as good as here permanently. They are. You know, they're not going to send these people back. Venezuelans living in the United States could apply for protection from removal, the statement added. Look, we were born and raised here, and we can't even get any protection from these police and these unruly people that keep accusing us of everything under the sun.
Right.
It's amazing. They get sanctuary cities, sanctuary counties, sanctuary states, and man, we don't have sanctuary anything.
Exactly.
So Ladies and gentlemen, the program was established by Congress for foreign nationals who cannot safely return to their countries due to natural disasters, armed conflicts, or other extraordinary conditions. The United Nations says more than 7 million people have left Venezuela as the oil giant economy has collapsed. Under President Maduro, who has been in power since 2013, the United States was among dozens of countries that rejected Maduro's re-election in 2018 as fraudulent. It first designated Venezuela for this temporary residency in 2021. Joe Biden has been under pressure for weeks from fellow Democrats over immigration. First, from several cities, such as New York, that have been overwhelmed by the number of migrants arriving. Many of them are Venezuelans. Now, Joe Biden was in New York this week, and Eric Adams, who was supposed to greet him because he's the mayor, didn't show up. He's so mad at Joe Biden because of the lack of support that he has gotten on immigration from both the governor and the Biden administration. He didn't even bother to show up to greet him. So, in addition, about 20 senators, all but one of them Democrat, they want Joe Biden to redesignate not only Venezuelans for temporary residencies, but people from Nicaragua. They want them to have the same perks that Venezuelans are getting. Isn't that amazing? The Democrats know how to speak up when they want benefits for illegals, but go completely mute when you bring up reparations. Nothing for the people that were born and raised here, but everything for the ones that came illegally, committing a crime by crossing the border. So the senators accuse Maduro's government of human rights abuses. America, listen to me
Audacity.
now. Stop accusing people of human rights abuses, and you're guilty of it for centuries.
Right.
Okay, this is becoming a standing joke. You calling out people for something you've been doing for centuries, it's just not flying. And I'm glad these other nations are calling you out over this. You know, remember, your racism is world renowned.
Yep.
So, including jailing more than 200 political prisoners. Okay, well, America, how many political prisoners have you jailed? I bet you it surpasses 200.
No, try about 200,000.
And disqualifying opponents from running in elections. I don't know, y'all. These folks running for president, do they all look qualified to you?
Hell no.
I'm just saying, America, please stop the nonsense. You don't have a leg to stand on.
Right.
So you see how your Democratic Party is fighting like hell to make sure benefits are given to people that are breaking the law by crossing into the country, but people that are sitting here right under their noses can't even get reparations. I'm just saying. Well, please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget on.
Thank you, Lisa Cabrera, for your awesome commentary. Go ahead, Shabaka.
Yes, sir. Okay, she had stated is that, and she said it in an indirect way. It's simply because they cannot be us. I said, and for your Joe Gibson.
Joe Gibson is a tether anchor, baby.
Oh yeah. And then what it says he's a devout racist and he hates black people. And I think I'm going to join in with Lady Chay to tell the people of the great state of North Carolina not to vote for his ass.
Right.
I keep forgetting to do that.
Yeah.
Every time I say it,
no, Lady Chay,
every time I say it, he gets upset.
it's because every time that I try to reach them guys, okay, they always come to me with this dirty motherfuckers fail to realize and recognize that his document, okay, is that those who did selling were captured as slaves too. Case in point, we forced march 1,000 niggas down here to get on these boats. So, okay, whom I'm gonna die. So we got 5 men in the Harvard slave ship. Then they realized, well, damn, man, we got like about 25 more slots here available. So go back and get the niggas who sold the first niggas and the first was to throw his ass in there, divide and conquer technique. And I would debate with any ass scratchers, we brain dead motherfuckers, and so hate Negroes, white supremacists, Republicans, Democrats, you're all the same. In hell, if you get frog face about the ground, segregation yesterday, segregation today, and segregation tomorrow. God would debate with his own ragged ass.
Segregation wouldn't be so bad if they pay us our goddamn reparations.
Yeah, exactly. Because see, what it is that we're going to talk about on Shabbat's Black Experience and Answers coming Tuesday, folks. Us doing for ourselves because we got to kill this sense of dependency on this American economy that's getting against us. Becoming self-sufficient, yes, we can do it, people. And then particularly, okay, the talent level that we have, we could form up only. Hey, when you guys got transgender females, I feel I'm done. My Pony Express, Pittsburgh shoes, you know what I'm saying?
How about them Gators? What if they get them?
Huh?
What if the Gators get them?
Who's
Them Pirates.
Oh, the Pirates, man, they can, man, that'll hurt you, man. They can't let that happen, man. I'm sorry. They can't let that happen. I mean, that will kill our image of being pirates. You see what I'm saying? The silver and black attack. No, you can't have no pastel. I mean, but pirates, okay. They say, there's a certain imagery that goes with that. Not some dude, going around cheering, talk about he's confused. No, talking about he's a woman, and that is one confused.
And I want to repeat, transgender women are not women, just like transgender men are not men.
Right, because, a transgender dude to a woman cannot ovulate, he cannot menstruate, and he cannot bear children. Okay? Him calling himself a man, well, says, I don't think he's swinging at a Johnson, so that there settles it right there anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm just being real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's purely pointing out facts.
Right.
And human rights and civil rights.
Right.
See, but there is nowhere in hell, okay, a woman is going to come up and tell that she is a man. And there's damn sure ain't nowhere in hell a man is going to tell me he's a woman with a 5 o'clock shadow. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I'm out of the $100 bills. The offer's still up there that we've been saying for the last 4 or 5 fucking years that we will give you $100 to be transgender dudes who can prove your last menstruation cycle. Now, if the menstruation would have to come from you, I'm not talking about the crack of your ass, okay? I'm not talking about your sister's menstruation. I'm not talking about your mom's menstruation. I'm not talking about, girl cousin's menstruation. I'm talking about you confused ass motherfucking men out there who call themselves on. Prove your last menstruation cycle. And if you cannot, then you may hit this PayPal account we got up here with $1,000 for Front Line Blacc news. And
to this migrant invasion.
Oh, yes, sir, absolutely. And they letting all these people come in here from Venezuela,
Ukraine, Afghanistan, all these countries, Iraq, all these countries that the United States gone to war with, and now they want to give these people a sanctuary. Fuck out of here.
Okay,
but they ain't giving. But you notice they ain't giving the Libyans sanctuary after they killed Gaddafi.
Of course. Oh no, of course not. Now the reason why they killed Gaddafi. Shout out to Brother Kareem Shabazz, who's sharing a lot of knowledge on that, is because Gaddafi wanted to get off the standard of the US dollar, which he did. Okay, he did not want to be part of the IMF, and he damn sure did not want to be part of the
World Bank.
Dealing with the Federal Reserve Bank. Okay, but as we all do know, as our man there, Double R, pointed out there, is that the Federal Reserve Bank stole money from the Freedmen's Bureau, which was our reparations money. So
during Reconstruction.
Bastards. Yes, sir. So therefore, you know, good dirty bastards. You hijacked that money, plus there was fucking interest on the money, and we even compounded daily from 1865 when you know good bastards stole it. So yeah, $100 trillion in tangibles right there. So any of you sorry, no good bastards out there who hates niggas getting reparations, the number to call in Tuesday night is 516-418-5996. Press 1 to speak live on the air. We will debate you. We had a couple of papers on it. Okay, we appreciated intelligent conversation, but they lost the argument because they could not dispute the fact that when our ancestors were slaving on them plantations, is that money that they made, the slaves did, they kept reinvesting it again and again and again and again and again. And then after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, after the Civil War, they still made money off of it. After the First World War, they still made money off of it. After the Second World War, they still made money off of it. After the conflict in Vietnam, they still made money off of it. After all the social media bullshit that generates all the revenue as of yesterday and today, they still make money on that. That's why reparations is needed, is because our people on those plantation system quotes to this day. That's why we need reparations. So idiots like Pianki, Joe Gibson, what have you, what McClain on that. Sarge, now Sarge, you all over the place, Sarge. And one thing about Sarge, we disagree with 98% of the
Sarge and MD would get along just fine because they both on they in MD, they both Trumpsters. So I think they would get along just fine. But I got another video to play, but I want to hear some words from Lady Che about this immigrant migration.
Now, you do know about the video that had been called niggas for Trump, right?
Yes, yeah, we covered.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
Go ahead, Lady Che. What are your thoughts on the Venezuelans getting temporary residence and work permits?
I'm like, really, I think TVA pretty much covered it. You know, I think that it's not for nothing, right? And that this is like committing political suicide, where you got Eric Adams asking for it, the Biden administration giving it to him, and then the borders are wide open. So whatever, what was the number?
Almost 500,000 Venezuelans.
The numbers are real every day, every week. The numbers are huge.
We got thousands of them flooding New York.
I mean, just not to mention, just in every city. When we look at our city, like that's all we see is an immigration, a lot of migration or legal aliens sneaking over shit. You know what I mean? So we see it, and the fact
We
that
literally see busloads of them being dropped
yeah,
off
like
here every freaking day.
yeah, like when I could take the bus to my house
Yeah.
from here, and I'll go catch it at the little bus depot right down the street to get to my house. So really just one bus ride.
And these mothers looking at us crazy.
They looking at
Like,
us
what are
crazy,
we doing here?
but you know the difference is because we're FBA. You know what I mean? Like Black Americans here, we can tell the difference in what's a black, what's a Black American versus Black Latino, Black African, Black diasporan. You know what I mean? We can tell the difference as soon as we see them, and we can really tell the difference when we hear them talk. Because like they'll get offended by us saying, "Oh, go ahead, pass, brother." Just simply say "brother," they get highly offensive. It's like offending them.
That's exactly why that Pan-African shit is not working. It's one-sided, and as long as it's one-sided, it's dead.
So they'll say, they'll also go and say, they'll let the floodgates open. Hold on. They'll let the floodgates open with all this shit, but they'll let the ones that are so hostile towards us come in and just do whatever. You know what I mean? And they get free reign to do whatever. Hey, you get apartments, money, fucking a brand new stove. My shit ain't got no brand new stove. I don't even got a heater in my shit. You know, and the fact that fucking it's way too expensive. They let some bum park outside, and he's the one bringing the mice to the building. You think? I was just trying to get off my sidewalk, and the motherfucking mice are running from underneath this motherfucker's house. Literally, an RV right in front of my shit. I'm like, man, I didn't even think about it until I saw the mouse run across me, and I almost ran the motherfucker over. I'm like, look at that.
Why they doing so much development where Lady Che lives?
Yeah.
Like literally a block away from her, they got these big ass high rise condominiums that are opening up.
And on top of that, everywhere you go now, like when I take the bus, like taking the bus home, that's all we saw. First, it was the light skinned Venezuelan or whatever coming in. Then now, because we were like, hey man, they sent the Haitians back so quickly. You know, you're black, you can't come here. They send you away. But no, let's back that truck up. They think that they're appeasing a situation by letting in the black immigrants from other countries, right? And it wouldn't have been so ugly if it's not with hostility towards us. It's taking away from us. It's not building with us. It's punishing us. It's like, fuck y'all. Y'all don't want to vote. Y'all don't want to get on board with whatever lies we're telling you. And you say you're going to sit it out. All right, we'll go ahead and sit it out. Welcome. All these motherfuckers start coming in, right? But they hate us because in other countries, they still
strong anti-black hatred.
Yeah, they're still on the plantation. They're way still with the colonizers.
Lost my account.
And so they don't want to go along with the program, right? They'll say whatever to get over here. Once they're here, they get on code with it's not a good thing. And I'm just like, man, when we have our own people out here we can't feed, or they don't want to feed.
They done locked my account, y'all, just for sharing the damn show out in various groups.
Who blocked it?
When?
Just now.
Why?
We saw unusual activity on your account. This may mean someone has used your account without your knowledge. No, it's me.
Oh man,
they use you that little lie every week for fucking 3-4 years now.
Okay, so what it is
right?
is that they need to be hauled into court for that shit. Just
like run that beautiful beef footage. You've been doing this shit for at least 3 years. We've been running Front Line Blacc News. Are you fucking kidding me? That's just God, man. Like,
okay, there's a restriction to your account. Your activity goes against the community standards on spam. This was found by our technology.
You put it in whatever group that you got the haters in. And they're always
Yeah,
reporting
that's
this
what
shit.
it is.
That's what happened. You
So
put it
what
in
you
the
have
wrong
to
group.
do is you have to be systemic with it. And then why is it that when we
Whatever
report
groups they
spam in
don't
our
want you
groups,
posting
you
shit
know,
in.
we don't
And
even
now I
get no
can't use
response
groups
back.
until the 30th, y'all.
Yeah, okay, take your shit off the
So
group.
wait a minute, the 30th of this month, brother,
Yep.
Paris?
Yep.
Okay, well, that's not too bad, man. That's only 8 days away.
All right, Jesus, Jesse, you spent longer time in Facebook jail.
Well, you know, I stay in Facebook jail.
Like 8 days is nothing.
Yeah,
I
last
watched
time
you
I
do
was
months.
in was for 30 days.
We watched you have to open all accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like 8 days, really?
Yeah.
In Facebook jail? Oh my God, that's nothing.
That's the best y'all could do, Facebook.
You're right. That's the only thing, really.
Okay, well,
You
okay,
stay
let's
in
put
Facebook jail. Shadow ban.
legal complaint of them violating the
Edge
First
crime.
Amendment of free speech.
Jeez.
And you know
Oh,
who?
somebody
And
did
you
try
know
to
who I like to
access my
see?
account.
Somebody did what?
Edge crime.
Oh, somebody tried
Wait,
to.
when was the 19th? That was Tuesday. That's when I was at your house. Oh, that's me.
Where's that?
It says log in near Denver, Colorado from Edge Chromium Base for Windows 10, September 19th at 3:40 p.m. Yeah, that's when I was at your house.
Yeah, that's my house. Yeah. Yeah, that's my house.
Okay.
That's probably me.
And then,
Trying to get on the Front Line Blacc news page. That's probably me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an authorized user on that page though. I couldn't log on for the computer because the password changed or something like that. I have the new password. Yeah. Oh come on, cuz for real, I'm like a fucking partial owner of that. What you talking about? My house, yeah. They're trying to do, family, is like they just try to computer you use to broadcast your show